Hello, and welcome to another video. Today, we will be building a sealed deck with 6 of our remaining packs from Lorwyn Eclipsed. And this video will serve as the sunset sealed deck that I do for every set before a new one comes out. This video typically comes out on the Friday morning ahead of a pre-release, but I've been thinking about changing up the schedule a bit and have that Friday morning of a pre-release be more of a look ahead, where I'm reviewing cards from the new set coming out, rather than a retrospective of the old set. So that's what we'll be doing for now. Unfortunately, it does mean that we are saying goodbye to Lorwyn Eclipsed a little bit sooner than normal, which does kind of make me sad because I have been thoroughly enjoying this set. But yeah, I am really excited to build a sealed deck with you today. I had actually played in the Arena Direct last weekend, which was also Lorwyn Eclipsed sealed. And I did record myself building the deck for that, which was really interesting. There were 2 builds that I was kind of going back and forth between, and I think there was a lot of interesting stuff to talk about, but I don't know. When I kind of sat down to edit that video, I was really just feeling like I want to be hands-on with the set today and crack some actual packs with you. As much as I appreciate the Magic digital experience, I just think nothing compares to paper Magic and having that tactile experience, so that's just where I'm at today. So let's grab our packs and get to it. Alright, we've got our 6 packs. I'm gonna open these up all at once. Then we can sort everything by color and get to deck building. Wow. This set of rares is pretty wild. Just going off of the rares by themselves, I'd say there's a pretty strong chance that we're in white. We've got two really good white cards, and both of them require double white mana, so white would have to be a primary color. We could go like this, focusing on green-white with a little bit of black. Or maybe like this, although white-red isn't really a supported color pair, so that might be a little hard to pull off. But I think soul immolation is a really good reason to consider trying. I don't think these mutable explorers are nearly as good. Doran can for sure run away with a game, so I am interested in exploring that more. But it'll all really depend on what we've got in here. So let's go through color by color. For colorless, we've actually got some really good mana smoothing here, so I'm happy with that. And Rooftop Percher is certainly playable. For multicolored, I guess we could play any of these if we end up in Abzan. And almost all of them if we end up in Boros. Though probably not very likely to play things like the Eclipsed creatures. Looking at white now. Not too much here that I'm wild about. I like Spiral into Solitude. Bark of Doran might be kinda messed up if we play it alongside Doran. Probably not something I would normally consider, but in this case it might be pretty good. looking at the blue, we didn't have any blue rares, but blue appears to be one of our deepest colors. So maybe red blue is something we could think about. And I know we had the Eclipsed Flamekin from earlier, so yeah, maybe depending on what the rest of our red looks like, this could be a consideration. Moving on to black. We do have a decent amount, and we certainly have some removal in here. I could see maybe splashing for some of the removal if we pursued the Abzan deck. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. Okay, looking at the red, I like the Boulder Dash and Tweeze. I like the Kulrath Zealot. Flamekin Guildweaver makes treasure. But, yeah. I feel kinda meh about most of this. So let's look at our green. Wow. Not much for mana cost diversity. And not a lot for creatures either, huh? Paired with the white that we had, this is kind of making me doubt our ability to go Abzan. But, let's see what that looks like anyway. I don't really know if we run all of these, but I'll leave it in for now. I also don't know if both Mutable Explorers is too much. we might end up cutting one. There's probably not enough elves for this, even with the shapeshifters, but we'll see. Oh, not those. That is 28. Oh man. Do we even have enough of one creature type to play our own winnowing? I mean, we probably still play it, but even though I think this is still pretty good with Doran, I think I'm gonna cut it here. That guy actually gets a little scary with Doran. I think we play this. It also adds red for Vivid. We'll cut that. I don't really want to play 2 Mutable Explorers. Morkan's Loyalist makes it better, and the Mutavault token as well. But I don't think it's enough to have to count on having that out, so I think I'll get rid of that. And that's okay, I think. The this would help us go find our swamps in particular, but I'm not really sure if it's needed, so let's get rid of it. And I like that this can make an elf, but maybe leave it for the sideboard. Okay, so where does that leave us? Oh, 22. So we could add one of those back in. Or we could consider a black card, which might be best because we don't really have much for removal right now. So maybe we should do that. Probably one of these two. And maybe Bogslither's Embrace, I guess, because creature size won't matter. And it fully exiles it, so they can't get it back. So I think that's pretty good. So yeah. I think this is probably the deck I would end up with from this sealed pool. But before we wrap up, we can quickly look at the Boros option and see if there's anything there. So there's 22. There are a few things we could add in. The curve on this one is quite a bit higher, it looks like. Though you could land cycle this or convoke this guy. But yeah. Let me know which deck you think is better, or if there's any others I didn't consider. Let me know down in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I put out new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Monday and Friday. I truly appreciate all of your support, and I hope you have a wonderful day.